Harbaugh now heads to Los Angeles Chargers.
Do you think anyone can predict a Jim Harbaugh speech? You're out of your damn mind.
That's a beast mode, my God!
You have to love what you're seeing on tape if you're a Chargers fan, especially for the future with Justin Herbert.
We have a Chargers quarterback that cusses, boys. This is dangerous.
Phillip Rivers sheds a tear.
We want to be known as world champions, and we're gonna do it or die trying. Don't let the powder blues fool you.
Who's got it better than I?
Well, good morning to you, folks. Welcome back to the Charger Chat. I'm your co-host, Wolldog, sitting with my buddy, Kev Duggan.
What's up, Bulldog?
Hey, buddy. It's just me and Kev this week, folks. Kyle he's off at camp, I think. He's roasting marshmallows or singing Kumbaya or some nonsense.
He's getting a pinch of a vacation before this whole thing starts.
Just the slightest bit of vacation, so hopefully he's having a good old time. But Kev and I are here to talk about big news for the Chargers, and we've got an Ask Boltfam lined up for you. Let's just waste no time. Start about the big news, the big guy, the big Rashawn Slater. Signed on the dotted line. ESPN sources, Chargers and left tackle Rashawn Slater reached an agreement today on a 4-year, Utah, give me $114 million contract extension that includes a record $92 million guaranteed, and now makes him the highest paid offensive lineman in NFL history.
I was literally on a plane flying for work, and this news came up, and it was like the wash of relief that came over me was just something unlike I've felt in a long time. So I'm so glad this got done.
This was the biggest, not like, it was never a question that was going to get done, but it was just like, hey man, the sooner you get this done, the better. Because
why don't we wrap this thing up? Why don't we just
wrap this up, please and thank you? That'd be nice. And they sure did. And way to go, Mr. Slater. Just what a relief now, knowing that you got Rashawn Slater there for 4 years. You got Joe Alt for at least another 3, potentially more.
Get that option on there. You'll have him for 4.
So, I mean, like, it feels good to have those tackles set in place, and excited now to see him hit the field and start practicing. The other bit of news that came out, the uniform schedule.
Yeah, they don't really do this at all. They don't like this. I feel like this comes out later in the season.
Well, and that might be because we've got the hey, guess what? We got freaking football this week, dude. We got football this week. It's freaking happening. So maybe that's part of the reason, because we've got that early preseason game. They do have to let us know, or I guess they don't have to let us know, but they wanted to let us know. Here's what the preseason fits are going to be if you're going to be in attendance and want to support and wear the same gear as they are. But this finally dropped, and there's a lot of different combos.
The powder blue out of the gates, dude. I love it. Powder blue pants.
The powder blue pants coming right out of the gate. Yeah, for the Hall of Fame game. White jersey, powder blue pants. And then, there's powder blue. They mentioned for home games, but I see an away game here. It's got a powder blue jersey. Going to be powder blue and gold for the Brazil game. That's going to be fun. That's where you're at right now. You're in Brazil.
I am in Sao Paulo, and I've been asking everybody I see, like, where's the stadium? Where's the stadium? And it's like nowhere near where I am. So I wanted to go get eyes on it real quick before I leave. But everyone I've talked to here, like the people I work with, I just met today, where I was like, do you like the Chargers? Do you like the NFL? They're like, oh yeah, the Chargers are going to be here in, beginning of September. And I was like, I'm a Charger fan. They're like, what? Oh my God, that's awesome. So there's definitely excitement here.
That's good. They're not like, the Chiefs are coming. No, the Chargers are coming, my guy.
Yeah, I don't know. Their allegiances, they're mixed. Like one of them was a Charger fan, one of them was a Seahawks fan. The two guys I met today.
Okay,
but it wasn't your normal kind of NFL fan that like gets shitty. They're like just excited that the NFL's here. You know what I mean? It's not like you're a Charger fan. Ew, gross.
Right. Yeah. You could be like, all right, it's fine.
Cool. Yeah. Well, you're lucky for us to come down.
Let me put my gun down. You're okay.
Why don't you nip it in the bud there?
Right.
No, but they were awesome. It was cool.
That's great. And as we mentioned, those alt jerseys coming in on week 7. You got the gold on gold against the Colts, plural, Vikings. Following week, Navy. So back-to-back weeks of alternate jerseys. And then against the Raiders, week 13, the Navy alt is coming back in. So A lot of fun combos, man.
But my favorite one right now, I think, is the powder blue. And we got that against the Commanders week 5. And then we got that also week 14 against the Eagles.
Oh,
so
right.
powder blue.
So powder blue home game and Eagles. Yeah, a couple of home games rocking the powder blue. That's going to be so much fun. They're leaning in.
Dude. They're leaning into the powder blue.
It's going to be so much fun. And then this kind of came up, and it was kind of surprising just because I didn't expect this person to retire a Charger, but he did, and God bless him for it. Isaac Rochelle, guy that I can't even remember when we drafted this guy, but boy, I liked him, and I wish we could have held on to him for a little bit longer.
He had a podcast with our kicker. Oh my God, what was our last kicker?
Oh, Badgley.
Him and him had a podcast. I remember them being really fun. That was a while ago. So
that was a while ago.
It's just cool that he's, came back to the Chargers to retire. So good for him.
Yeah.
Congratulations on a successful career.
Love that for him. And can't wait to see what, if there's any ceremony for him. I don't know that that'll happen, but love that he came back to retire a Charger.
Oh, and I also heard that Braden Fajoko is starting to do some like football stuff, like some like commentary and like working. So
he's been pretty. Yeah. I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry.
Cut away, sir.
Sorry. He's been pretty vocal on Twitter lately and kind of piping up, especially on behalf of on the Chargers and some of the players and the things that they've been doing. So that's been fun to see. And boy, if you haven't seen a picture of Braden Fajoko yet, do yourself a favor, look him up.
He looks very different.
He looks very different. He was a big, I don't want to call him fat. He was definitely far from fat, but he was a thick guy. Now he's
big
like
boned,
trimmed and svelte and just looking great.
Looks like a different human being.
He does. And we've had him on the podcast before. So if you're listening, Braden,
awesome.
We love you, dude. And we love what you're doing. And if you got a show coming up, let us know. We would definitely love to tune into that. Some new names, folks. Like we said, the Chargers are not afraid to sign some players post-draft, preseason, and that has happened for a couple of guys. One of them was wide receiver Jaquay Jackson. Jackson comes to Los Angeles after spending the 2024 season on injured reserve with New England, initially signed as an undrafted free agent with Atlanta. A little competition, I guess, yeah?
This seems to be like Shep Ortiz's MO is just bringing guys in, just bodies. Yeah. I think that's just the move, and I don't think we can take too much away from this because it looks like all of our rookies this year doing really well in camp.
Yeah.
And some of the other guys are flashing. So just adding a new camp on. I think we just need to have some people to play in these preseason games for Pete's sake. There's so many of them.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, one of the guys that I've been excited to hopefully see in some of the preseason games, Luke Grimm. He's had a couple of days where he hasn't been practicing, so I don't know if that might have something to do with it as well. But he was also an undrafted guy, so I was kind of curious to see what would happen with him. But he hasn't been practicing, or at least has been dealing with something, working through something. The other name of a guy that we signed, this one's at least a little bit bigger and might make a little bit more of an impact. Former Colts and Bills running back Nyheim Hines, who hasn't played in the NFL for 2 seasons due to a knee injury, reached an agreement today with the Chargers per source.
Well, this is big because I remember that he got a big contract right before he hurt his knee because he was playing really well in 2020 when Phil was with him.
Right. No, I remember that. Yeah.
The dump offs this guy was getting, he was a big part of them making the playoffs that year with Phil. So maybe this is a redemption story. We did it previously with Dobbins.
Right.
Little redemption story for Mr. Nyheim Hines.
Yeah. And he had something to say. He said how on signing with the Chargers, he said, "It's amazing. It's been a long road back. I've watched them my whole life because of Phillip Rivers and always have liked the team. I also think I fit their system for years, so I'm excited for this opportunity."
He's a different kind of running back. We got a lot of we got a lot of beef in that running back room. And this is more of a smaller, quicker, out of the backfield catch guy. So that's kind of cool. And maybe could have an impact on special teams. So
absolutely.
I'm curious about how they view, because I know Rocket Sanders just got back to practice like today,
right?
That's Monday. So, I don't think anyone is going to be able to predict what this 53-man roster is going to be.
No, I mean, especially with all the new names coming in. I mean, Nyheim Hines, that's a competitor right there. That's a guy that's going to come in and compete for a spot. And that running back room is pretty crowded as it is.
Yeah.
So
It seems like a perfect opportunity signing. Like this guy has what it takes. He signed like a 3-year, like $18 or $20 million contract with the Colts before he got hurt. Like this is just an opportunity signing, and I'm excited for it.
We love opportunities here because, yes, as we mentioned, folks, there's freaking football this week. The Hall of Fame game, Thursday, July 31st at Canton, Ohio. Can't not wait. I think that's.
I can't believe it's here. I can't believe it's here, dude. It's like
just a couple days. We're gonna be watching Charger football. Couple days. Love it.
Finally, it's finally begun. The year has begun. This is like cutting the ribbon on the everyone can come inside now. Come on in. We have a great football. Come on in and enjoy it.
Well, and this is also kind of like opening Christmas presents a day early, because normally we got to wait till Christmas, and maybe a couple teams get to play in that Hall of Fame game. They get that extra game. Now we are that couple teams. We are the ones that get to open their presents early. And on top of all that, we get to see Antonio Gates get inducted into the freaking Hall of Fame.
Even better.
It's just icing on the cake. Can't wait. A couple of quotes from camp. This first one from Rashawn Slater, newly extended, I should say. Rashawn Slater said, "I've got so many goals to focus on myself and for this team. We are a lot further ahead of where we were last year at this time. I'm really excited about this team."
And it was interesting about Rashawn too, because everyone, there was like, the rumor mill on Chargers social media. People started throwing stuff out. Like people thought he was hurt and stuff. And like, what is he working through?
I saw that.
Coach said something like that, but he hasn't been working through it. He's been working through a contract. That's all he's been working through, because he's out at practice today looking perfect.
Well, and so that's the thing. They actually asked him the question about are you dealing with any injury of any kind? Apparently, he had a blister that he needed to get carved out.
Let's go.
So friggin' guy had a blister carved out of his toe. I don't remember if it was his left or his right, but that was what he had been working through. And so he dressed up today. We saw he had the pads on. So good to see him back out there. And
the timing was perfect. The blister healed and his contract
was signed. Who knew you needed to carve out a blister?
Weird timing.
I mean, it's not how I did it, but hey, I'm not a tackle for the Chargers, so maybe you got to do it a little bit differently, but good to see him back. And then Jim Harbaugh. So we always love to hear from Jim Harbaugh. He's always got something good to say. Talking about Lambert Smith, Keandre, our new rookie wide receiver, said he's surging. He's getting good, showing some good things. What I like to say about young players, he's a good player. And the longer it takes to figure that out, the better he'll be. We'll keep letting it happen, but we're really fired up about KLS.
He seems to be taking over our social media after practices. The highlights he's putting up.
He's putting up some good highlights, dude.
Wait, we picked a 5th rounder that might play games? Huh? Yeah. It's like I'm still getting used to the post Telesco years where this is like a real probability where your 4th rounder is looking amazing. Our 5th rounder is looking amazing.
No, and I love the KLS. I feel like it's a radio station. KLS 101.
Yeah. I'm calling them KLS from now.
Yeah,
from now
good.
On, it's happening.
And then I think during that same press, Coach Harbaugh brought up Darius Davis all on his own, saying, have you noticed Darius Davis showing up? He's showing up in a big way. We know what he can do on teams, but I'm talking about as a receiver, legitimate weapon on offense. Very pleased with the way he's playing as well.
Yeah, that came out of nowhere too. The news is that he's playing awesome as well. So
I mean,
he was bringing it together at the end of the year last year, where he got reliable there when we needed him, when people were down, and it was basically him and the Dede McConkey.
Yeah.
So if he can keep growing on that, be a awesome returner / I can get on the field and contribute. Like,
yes,
this is the wide receiver room is becoming like one of the strong points on our team.
It can very well be that much of a turnaround. Listen, if our defense can turn around as quickly as they did in last offseason, no reason why the wide receiver room and the offense as a whole can't do the same as well. And I love Darius Davis, man. I mean, ever since we signed him, and he's just been a solid return guy. Heck, he was the one who freaking set it up for Dicker's record-breaking free kick.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I love Darius Davis, and hopefully we keep him around a little bit longer. I would love to see that, but love that Coach Harbaugh is noticing that from practice as well. Then he had this to say about Junior Colson, saying he's another ascending player. He's stacking days right now in a great way. The next step for Colson is translating his play into a game. If he can do that during the preseason, the race is on for the starting linebacker spot next to Deion Henley. He's playing great, and he'll be right there. It'll be fun to watch it shake out. And that was from Minter, actually. That last bit was from Minter. So that was, I mean, first of all, love that he's saying starting linebacker spot next to Deion Henley.
Yeah.
Deion Henley, nothing to worry about.
No, yeah, that's carved in stone.
Carved in stone. Love that Deion has carved himself into that position because he's just been so much fun to watch in all the videos that the social media team has been putting out. And it's just fun to watch him play too, especially last year. God, he lit it up. And then on Gadsden, Coach Harbaugh said super willing to block. There have been players who have made the receiver to tight end transition who are just unwilling to block. Just a conscientious objection to blocking, but that is not OG. Now it's refining and honing the technique. We see a 250-pound guy who is willing and who is going to get the technique right.
That was what we needed, because you're also seeing highlights of him making big catches at practice too. Mm-hmm. So do the thing that no one's really watching. If you can do that well, OG, which I'm going to call you OG from now on, you'll be on the field a lot. It'll be hard for them not to put you on the field.
Yeah, no, get it. If Gadsden, listen, I'm so excited for this rookie squad, this new draft, this new crop of players, because we saw how well they drafted last year. This year, so far, we haven't seen a game yet, but so far it seems to be trending in that same direction of like, oh, dude, if you're nailing it that late in the draft on Gadsden and KLS and any of the other guys, like, let's freaking go.
Amen.
Super freaking excited. And we're super freaking excited for you to come over to our Patreon, patreon.com/Charger Chat. Check out all the fun, silly videos we got going on over there. Watch parties. I mean, we're doing so many things. You can check it out. Patreon.com/Charger Chat. But if you don't want to go over there, hey, it's A-OK. You can go on over to our regular website, chargerchat.com. Check out all the cool stuff we got over there. T-shirts, hoodies, and stickers. Chat it up with other Charger Chatteteers in the members section. Ask questions and Ask Boltfam. Go check it out. chargerchat.com. All right, folks. Time to go on to the segment we know you love. It's time for Ask Boltfam, baby.
Time to put your money where your mouth is.
Hi, guys.
Go jam a thumb up his butthole. That's what you do.
I wet myself in excitement.
Oh, so hungry.
Your thoughts are like totally appreciated. Catch you later, dude.
Okay, love you, boy. That's right, folks. Time for Ask Boltfam. We start at the top with Big Red Bolts fan, who asked the question: how can one expect to eat an amazingly tasty, unique kind of treat, smashed in bread and filled with cheese, without also enjoying the soup from a tomato that is squeezed? This food combination is one to exalt, according to Herbo and his friend, Senor Alt. So take your cheese and grill it tight, and serve it with the soup of tomatoes delight. Then you shall find the favor of some brutes, who debate many topics in their Charger suits. So I must ask of my friends that are three, is it a sin what they say? I ask of thee, and F the chief loving refs I decree. K, love you, bye.
There's only two, him and me.
Well, so you get it, Utah. Two. All right. So
it just makes, it always makes sense. Like linemen are standing around on the sideline waiting to go in. This is the alts mic'd up, and they talk about food. It's natural. They're hungry.
Big guys.
It's time for their next meal. It makes sense.
But I mean, as far as like being a sin without, I guess, doing grilled cheese without tomato soup. I mean, I do grilled cheese all the time. I'll be that guy.
I'll do them separate.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I mean, honestly, dude, it depends on the freaking weather. If it's as hot as it is right now in Missouri and you're like, do you want some soup? No, I do not. I'm sorry. It's hot. It's muggy. Get that piping hot bowl of liquid away from me. I don't want
soup I'll be having right now is ice cream soup, pal.
Can I eat that with grilled cheese, please?
Why not?
Yeah. I'm a grown-ass man. I'll do what I want.
What I won't.
All right. Well, Big Red Bolts fan, good to hear from you, buddy.
Yeah,
keep the poems coming. We love it. Thank you for asking the question. Let's move on now to the Gridiron Geek, who asked the question: what is your best Charger memory to the point you felt like or shedded tears? All right. Best memory that felt like or shedded tears.
I usually shedding tears are like sad things.
I know. I thought about that too. I was like, boy, there's been plenty of times I've cried and it's been not a good memory.
If you want to go crying, I literally was crying when Phil ran off the field after his last game he played as a Charger when he played.
There you go.
When he played the Chiefs in Kansas City. That was sad as shit. But favorite thing. I don't know. There's still like obviously going to the Super Bowl. Like I remember that. Like I'm old enough I was 10 when that happened. So I remember that. But I want to say the excitement and thrill I had when Phil got the first down against the Ravens and popped up and did the slow motion.
Oh yeah.
First down. I know it's more recent, but that just, whenever I think of that, it like makes me happy. And I'm like just so happy that I'm a Charger fan.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard for me to think of like a good memory where like, I'm so happy I could cry. Like, yeah, a lot of them are more just like the tears are like when Phil's like, announcing he's not going to play for the Chargers anymore, announces his retirement, as we just recently saw. Like, if you watch that video on Patreon, my eyes, they're glassy, and it's a problem. So, I mean, best Charger memory. Okay, so I mean, I about damn near cried in joy when I heard that Harbaugh got signed. When we got Harbaugh as the head coach, like that was just like, oh, thank God, thank freaking God. I could,
I have another one.
Okay.
It's more recent. I'm just going to go back-to-back quarterbacks. I think it was the game that Justin, it was the punctured lung game where Justin came in and just drove down and scored like right away. Yeah. Like I think he missed one series, but he went down and scored. And just knowing that the next 10 to 15 years of my life was going to be okay.
Right.
Everything will be fine was such a sense of relief and excitement for, me being a Charger fan.
Absolutely. And the way that he got it, like it wasn't a pass. He ran it in, got hit, but then just jumped right back up like it wasn't nothing.
And then he KO'd the guy on the sideline.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on in that game where you walked out like, okay.
This is new and different and exciting, and I like it.
I'm all on board. And then he won Rookie of the Year, which hasn't, I don't remember the last time it happened for us that we had a Rookie of the Year. That was like the culmination of a year of watching him just ball out on not such a great team.
Right.
And knowing that we just got to get pieces around him. I don't know, that I just got really excited as a Charger fan.
It was extremely exciting. I 100% agree. So the Gridiron Geek, thank you, buddy, for asking the question. Let's move on now to Andrew Ramsey Ruckus in Haha Clinton Deliverance, who asked the question.
Well, Doug, you didn't say Zion was going to be the starting center last week. I'm not leaving this plane until you say it. There are 444 members aboard, and their lives and sanity are in your hands. Is Zion Johnson going to be the starting center over Bradley Bozeman? Answer me, Wolldog. Also, Kevin, in my hand is a phone. It is Tony Francis. He wants to know if you denounce your Raider fandom. Also, Kyle, I'm sorry we have to drag you into this. Can we fight in the circle video thing Adam and Kev did last year at SoFi? The one where you stand in and the video camera goes around you? To everyone on board this plane, what game matchup would be a perfect ceremony for Phillip Rivers at SoFi? And would the new navies or powder blues be more fitting for the team to wear? The fight from hell continues.
Well, Mr. Ramsey, the reason why I didn't say Zion was going to be the starting center was because I don't know if it's going to be Zion or Bradley Bozeman or the guy that we freaking signed.
Yeah.
Andre James.
They just said, I can't remember. I think it was Greg Roman said, he's in the mix. He's performing well. So it's a toss up, dude. Who knows? It's hard to say what's going to happen there.
It's not a one versus the other. This is a three-way right now for starting center. Yeah, there you go. For starting center. And right now, I mean, if you go by what Greg Roman says, it might be Andre James, man. And we saw, at least on paper, that Andre James had a good, I think it was 2023 year. Played in a different style of offense in 2024, did not do so well. It's all about the right scheme and the right fit. And if this guy can come in and be the right fit for the Chargers, then hey, it might be Andre James. And you might see Bradley Bozeman and Zion Johnson as both the guards. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
For me, this is the position that I truly am not locked into a name. Like, I don't care who plays center. I just want the best center. Yeah. So whatever the coaches decide, I'm truly okay with whoever they decide because they've earned it. Because you rarely have 3 centers on a roster battling for the same position.
Yes.
That just doesn't happen. So I don't know. I'm good with
3 very competent centers too. This isn't like, oh, here's an undrafted free agent who didn't get signed by anybody else. It's like, no, these are 3 guys that know how to play.
Well, maybe not Zion yet because he's never done it. So that's the big problem with him. The other 2, I say they could be starting for other teams. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah. All right, Kevin, have you denounced your Raider fandom? I don't think there was ever a reason to denounce something that didn't exist in the first place.
Next question.
Kyle's not here, but I don't think he wants to fight you anywhere, whether it be in a roundabout camera or not, Mr. Ramsey. And as far as the perfect game matchup for Phillip Rivers at SoFi, I think the game against the Vikings in the All Navies, I think that would be the perfect matchup.
I just remember him hating the Raiders so much. Like I'm looking more or less the color, more about the team that he just always Raider week. I want him to whatever that is, that announcement or whatever they do there.
Well, that's the other Navy color rush. Yeah.
Yeah. When we're playing them.
Yeah. When we play the Raiders. So either way, I think the Navies would be the best one for him to, because it just has a more old school look to it as well.
Yeah.
Like it's not just a Navy color rush uniform. Like it's the Supercharger Navy color rush uniform. And I think that would be the best one to go out. So Andrew Ramsey, Rocky Senoff, haha, Clinton Deliverance. Thank you for asking the question. Let's move on now to the K-Man, who asked the question. Will any of the veteran starters play any snaps in the upcoming Chargers versus Lions Hall of Fame game? Who amongst the rookies and other non-rostered players will have a huge game to show the coaches? Thanks. Bye.
Well, there's a lot of veterans on this team. Like, the whole center competition, every single one of those guys is a veteran. You're going to have to play one of those guys. So that's a cop-out answer. But, there are going to be some veterans playing. Justin Herbert doesn't play. I don't think that's the case. I don't think usually the linemen play some. Mm-hmm. It's just the skill positions that they hold back on.
Right.
So I think you'll see at least for a series or maybe a series or two, our starting left and right tackle. Just get them a couple, little sniffs, little tastes.
Yeah, just try it out. Just once around the block kind of thing.
It's good. I'll take it.
All right. And who amongst the rookies and other non-roster players will have a huge game to show the coaches? I think it's that running back room, man. That is already such a tough room. Amari and Hampton's in. I'm pretty sure Najee Harris is going to be good to go, but that's still kind of question marks. And after that, I mean, it's really anybody's.
Is that for the Hall of Fame game?
Yeah, like any amongst the rookies and other non-roster players. So like Rocket Sanders and stuff like that. And, the newest Nyheim Hines and Kamani Vidal and Hassan Haskins. Like those are all guys. Like I think Haskins is still signed, so he's probably safe. But I mean, listen, it's competitors welcome. So, I mean, I think those are opportunities for them. And I don't know how much they're going to really toss the ball around in this game. It could just be a more run heavy offense.
I think they're going to throw a lot because I think they need to test out these wide receivers, and there's a legit backup quarterback fight going on.
Yeah.
So I think there's going to be a lot of throwing. That's why I think, the guys that are going to be in there the latest are the ones that are probably going to get, good or bad. They're going to be going up against some third and fourth stringers that maybe not at their level. And I think the guy that will rise above all of those third and fourth stringers of the Detroit Lions is OG Gadsden. I think they're going to be throwing the ball around. They're going to be competing for that last, that backup quarterback position. And these guys need to get reps. So I think OG will stand out.
All right. Well, there you go. The K-Man. Thank you, buddy, for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Joker Hope, who asked the question. Who do you think will play in the game coming up? I would like to see the backup quarterback competition and wide receivers, and I would like to see if they let Zion play the whole first half. Thanks. Suck my butt.
That's a good point on Zion playing the whole first half. Like, there's only one way to find out if he's a center, and that's if he's playing center for a good portion of a real game. So,
right, a consistent amount of time, yeah.
I think that's a great observation. I think that could be happening.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I've read for some of these most recent practices that he's been the center for those backup quarterbacks like Trey Lance and Heineke, because you got to build rapport with them just as much, especially in these preseason games, if you want to beef up and get ready for that center position. So that would not surprise me.
Yeah.
And the backup quarterback competition, like Kevin said, and the wide receivers, those are all opportunities for these guys that we're going to definitely be watching.
We'll be able to see it with our eyes. We all saw what happened last year with our backup quarterback. We all knew what was going to happen, and he wasn't on the team after that. So I think that's the one position with your eyes you can see exactly what it is.
Right. Well, yeah, because because Heineke,
he came out of nowhere. He came in later in the season.
I was going to say we didn't get him in the preseason, so it was always either Easton Stick or the other guy whose name escapes me. I apologize, but he was the guy that we got from the UDFL.
Yeah,
so,
Perez, maybe
Perez. Yeah. So and those were guys that did not inspire a lot of confidence and made it hard for the wide receivers to really stand out. So this is going to be a lot more fun of a preseason for the Chargers and for us to watch with those two quarterbacks, with Trey Lance and Heineke.
Well, do you remember we played, didn't we play the Cowboys last preseason?
Right.
And Trey Lance had a huge game. He had a huge game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think I'm excited to see what Trey Lance is all about, because I think could be really good just with the right coaching. And I think he's
absolutely
with probably the best coaches in the NFL right now.
Agreed. So it's going to be fun either way there, Joker Hope. But thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Josh Rodriguez, who asked the question.
When are you all buying the yellow jersey? With the Slater extension complete, we have more money for the cap. And we honestly staying put. Screw you guys. I'm a going home.
All right. For those that didn't understand that. When are we buying the yellow jersey? Not anytime soon. With the Slater extension complete, we have more money for the cap. Are we honestly staying put? Clearly not. We've already signed two guys. I
think he's asking, are we going to sign somebody big that's going to require some moolah? And I don't think so.
No, I don't either.
I just don't. And yellow jersey, I'm going to hold off. A little while.
Hold on. Let's pump the brakes there, buddy.
Just a little bit. Gonna shed some of these pounds a little bit before I can put on a yellow jersey.
That's the thing, man. Fat guys don't look good in yellow. and I not no hating on any other guys that get a jersey like that. For me, for my own self-esteem and worth, I don't look good in the big yellow jersey.
It'd be good to wear it to Thunder Alley, because you could point you out. Like, you would be,
that's true. You'll stand out.
There he is. Yeah.
Yeah. Put on your sunglasses. Here he comes. All right, Josh Rodriguez, thank you, buddy, for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Tyler Foffey, who asked the question.
What's up, guys? I'm so pumped for football. I realized my jerseys were dated and felt the urge. That being said, I recently got a Derwin jersey, setting me up with Herbert and Derwin for current players. Who should I get to have a nice trio to rotate through? Bolt up, baby, FTR.
Excellent question.
Great question. You're doing it right. You're covering both sides of the ball. Most people don't. Most people just go offense. And I do that a lot. So I think you're a better man than I am.
So,
but a third jersey is kind of the wild card jersey, dude.
Right.
You can kind of get crazy, feels like a rookie jersey.
Right. Yeah, you can. There's a lot of opportunity there, man. Like, Hampton and Harris are the two new guys that look to be going off, or
you go special teams and get yourself a Dicker jersey.
Dude, I was going to suggest Dicker as well.
Phases.
Yeah, then you got your bases covered and you got Dicker on your back.
Well, Foster's been around forever. He's a 3-phase fan. He does it all good. You know what
absolutely.
I mean? He's been there, and that's how you win these games successfully as a fan, is you got to be good in all 3 phases. And Foster
come on.
is.
Yeah, he knows what's up. All right. Well, there you go, Fafi. There's a few options there for you, but thank you, buddy, for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Manuelito Pedito.
Everyone's coming home. This is awesome.
Question.
What up, my party people? OMG, golly, guys. I can't believe in just a couple of days we're going to have Chargers football, which, by the way, I will attend. Hopefully I get lucky and somehow meet Justin Herbert so he could sign my Herbert jersey, my Herbert poster, my Chargers football, and yes, even my baby's forehead. Do you guys think it'll be too much for me to ask for a lock of his hair so I could smell it every night? I mean, it's not like I'm asking for some pubes, even though that would be awesome. Saying this out loud does make me feel a little creepy. I wouldn't want my hero to think I'm some kind of weirdo, so I think I'll just stick to signing my baby's forehead. I wanted to ask, in your fantasy draft, who would you draft if you had first pick, and who would be your first Charger player to draft if all are available?
Don't ask for pubes. Don't do it.
I like he's like, I'll fall back on him signing my baby's
Fine,
face.
just my baby's forehead. Which I'll tattoo later.
Yeah, we'll get him on there.
But he's looking for more fantasy. Well, first of all, congrats on going to the game. I hope you have a great time.
Yeah.
And as far as your question, fantasy, God almighty, I'm so not ready for fantasy. Have you done any mocks yet?
No,
I haven't either. I don't even know who's at the top of the board right now.
I've been doing it for about 20 years, and I come to find the more I put into it, really doesn't help me that much. It's kind of going to be, I'm going to wait till maybe a couple days before my draft.
Fly by the seat of your pants and just
It's
be like
cramming for exam. And I'm just going to, you know what? Well, Yahoo wants, Yahoo gets. What they recommend is probably who I should have.
All right.
No, but it's just a question of your strategy. Like, I can give you any specific names, but whenever I've gone wide receiver in the first round, like one of those top wide receivers, like I don't want to say their names, but a Cincinnati Bengals wide receiver. If you go with him, that's where I usually do my best, was wide receiver and one of those top tier guys. Whenever, I'm telling you this now, and I'm knocking on wood because I don't want it to happen to you or anyone else. Whenever I draft a running back in the first round, they do not play every game. Running backs get hit too much. They're a liability if you draft them in the first round. So I feel better about one of those top end wide receivers as the first pick. And then our leagues are loaded with points for quarterbacks. So, you're waiting to get the first one and seeing how everyone else is going to do it. Because in reality, I'm drafting a quarterback in the third round in the way our league's set up.
Right. Yeah, no, that's solid advice. And then who would be your first Charger player to draft if all are available?
That's tough. I think a lot of our guys are going to be, there's not like the huge, besides Ladd, maybe he's up there a little bit. I think he's the only one that, unless you go heavy on quarterback, that's going to be like the guy.
Right.
But if he's available, I might try to go get him or wait till grab Justin in the third, fourth round maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. It depends. Like if they're all available, yeah, I think Ladd would be my number one, Justin number two. But really, the one that I'm hoping to get, not necessarily the first. What's that?
Sleeper pick?
Well, not necessarily a sleeper pick, but just one that like I just want this. So I mean, you don't want to get this necessarily round 1, 2, or 3, maybe not even 4 or 5, honestly. But like Chargers defense,
yeah,
come on, get the number one defense last year. Like, come on,
yeah. Yeah, it's weird too because people are probably like, Kevin, draft a quarterback in the third or fourth round.
What are you, crazy?
It's just because we have so many bonuses for, like, we have the weirdest point scoring system. So that's why I say that.
And we refuse to change.
We refuse to go to what everyone else does. So when I talk about fantasy football, everyone's like, Kevin, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Like, touche.
All right. To each his own. But there you go. Manuelito Pedito, thank you, buddy, for asking the question. Let's move on now to Ather Kader.
There.
Who asked the question?
Shannon, my lovely and awesome Bolt fam. Best in the world, baby. Hope everyone's in good spirits and great health enjoying the summer, especially in Los Angeles or San Diego, baby. Let's go, baby. Now to my questions, please. Yes, Utah, give me 2, baby. First question to you, my baby, my love. Wool Dog, why the did you do this to me? Wearing Herbert navy blue? It just came out. How the did you get it before me, baby? I don't have money like you, LMAO. Explain yourself, soldier. Did you rob SoFi Bank, brother? Ah, baby. Second question. Let's talk interior offense line, baby. Since they did not do what they were supposed to do this offseason, if it does not go well,
well, this season, will the media be on Ortiz's ass next offseason? Over $100 million to spend? All right, my brothers, let's start with lovely Coach Kyle, followed by my awesome and best friend Kevin. Let me finish with my love, my heart, my baby, my life forever, Will Dog, baby. P.S. Coach Harbaugh will tell the team before week 1, AFC juggernaut my ass. Let's go get that ring this year, boys. Let's fucking go, soldiers. The AFC. Okay, love you. Bye, baby.
I love it, Athir. Why did you do that, Adam? Why did you do that, Adam?
Why did I do him dirty like that?
Why did you do him so freaking dirty, dude?
I have no control over the shipping.
It's just some dirty dancing, dude.
I just know the right people, baby. I'm just a special guy. No.
He was literally sitting at his computer. As soon as it came up, he was like, it's submit.
Shut his iPad as soon as he saw me wearing the Navy jersey.
Yeah.
Whipped it across from son of a bitch.
Oh, shit.
Bulldog got it before me. No, I think some of them just got out quicker. Like,
it might be the year in Missouri, too. I think we might be closer to like the
one of the distribution centers. Could be. I definitely saw other.
I got my high-end one, and those weren't supposed to come out for like 2 weeks.
Ah, well, there you go.
So, winner, chicken.
We're a couple special guys here.
Yeah, us.
And I definitely saw people get it before me. So I'm not the first one. I'm just.
But you beat him. That's all that matters.
I beat Athir, and I guess that's all that matters. And trust me, Athir, I don't have all the money. Okay, buddy, that is not how. I just I don't have 4 kids like Kevin, so I don't have I got a little bit of extra money floating around that I can use.
Put mine on layaway.
You're on a payment plan.
Yeah, I'm gonna finance this thing for the next 3 years.
0 down. Yeah. All right, but the more serious question, the offensive line. Since what they were supposed to do.
I don't think Ortiz is going to be on the hot seat at all.
Either, dude.
I
feel
think
he's making the right moves.
I hope it goes well and there's no issues. And if there isn't, he's going to draft one in the first 2 rounds. It's going to make us whole. I think it's like each year he's just going to add a new offensive lineman in the first 2 rounds. Just boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. Just load us up.
Yeah. I don't foresee that being a problem. Over $100 million to spend though. Is that what our cap space is next season?
I don't think it's that much, but I think it's close. I think they're like 80 something.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, because they just freed up some money with Rashawn.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, they definitely did.
But then there's also some big contracts coming up. Like you're gonna have to sign some dudes next year.
Right.
So it's all fun and games until you have to pay.
Right. Yeah, and sure enough, the cap will go up as well, probably a little bit, as it does, as is tradition. But yeah, even if I don't foresee Ortiz being in the hot seat at all in any of these situations, because I mean, it's not like he's just doing this and they're going like, well, this is what we got to work with. It's like he's talking to Jim Harbaugh and the rest of the coaches, and they're like, let's come up with a good idea. Let's come up with a plan. And everybody's got to be on board. Otherwise, I don't think they'd pull the trigger.
And I'm not trying to be an excuse choo-choo. You know how I feel about those. But I think, excuse choo. I don't. You can look at it this way. He's still dealing with a roster that he didn't build. He's still got guys under contract that he's making work because that's what Tom Telesco did. So we're going to be good this year. We're going to win the Super Bowl. Get ready for the next however many years when we have the guys that he wants to bring in.
Yeah.
When you start having a team full of 5th rounders and 4th rounders and 3rd rounders and 2nd rounders and 1st rounders, that's how you consistently win.
Yes.
And that's where we're headed. So I'm not worried yet. I think there's a lot of options there. I think Mekhi Becton is going to be a huge upgrade immediately. I think our offensive line is going to be better this year no matter what. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. All right. Athir, buddy, thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Tony Francis. Tony, who asked the question?
Well, cadets. It appears we have a situation on our hands. We have a Duggan brother denying allegations of being a closet Raiders fan. Training camp is in full effect, and the Hall of Fame game is in 2 days away. Let's f***ing go, soldiers. My first question is directed to you, Coach. What has your brother done this week to convince you he isn't a closet Raiders fan? I know you are as shocked about this as we all are, so let's pray Kevin can dig himself out of this hole, the black hole he seems to be in. My next question is directed to you, Kev. Are you ready, cadet? Are you ready to officially admit that you like the gold uniforms? This is a big moment for your soldier. You seem to be at an impasse. Continue to hate the gold uniforms, a.k.a. admitting you're a closet Raiders fan, or finally admit you like the gold uniforms and reclaim the love and affection from the Bolt fam. What's it gonna be, Kev? Your brother knows the right answer. Wolldog knows the right answer. We all know the right answer. Do you know the right answer? For your sake, choose wisely, cadet. And my last question is directed to you, Wolldog. If for some weird reason Kev continues to denounce the gold uniforms, which basically admits he's a closet Raiders fan, what are you planning to do about it? I've heard of a self-help group for Kevin called Raiders Anonymous. It's a place where he can seek the help he needs. He needs to understand that he doesn't have to live that way. Next thing you know, he'll be divorced, wearing an ankle monitor, and only allowed to visit his kids on weekends. Kevin, for the love of God, acceptance of the gold uniforms is the only way. As always, f*** the Raiders, f*** their black uniforms, f*** their whole fan base, and suck my butt.
So, who's answering first?
Well, Kyle's not here, so it goes to you.
So I'm not going to be like forced to say I love the gold jerseys just to prove something that I'm not. And like I said last episode, I'm not engaging in these conversations. So
Kevin does not negotiate.
All due respect, Tony, not interested.
All right. And yeah, I don't foresee that being an issue for Kevin. I don't think he's gonna get divorced, need an ankle monitor, and only visit his kids on weekends. He's fine. Everybody's allowed to have their opinion. And that's the road that Kevin travels, is the one that does not have gold uniforms.
I'll just note, Tony, we're not going out on you this week. I'm just is it coincidence? Is it not? I don't know. Only time will tell.
Only time will tell. But thank you, Tony, for asking the question. And we go out of Ask Boltfam with Jacobro.
Jacobro!
Who asked the question? The look Kevin had when being called a Raiders fan, I get it. My wife is a Raiders fan, and every now and then when I'm with her family, someone calls me a Raiders fan, and I say, take that back. Don't you ever call me that again, Mom. So I get it, pal. Kyle, keep poking fun for the love / hating of QJ. Force him to buy a Pipkins jersey. Keep picking at him for calling Justin Herbert a top 10 QB. But for the love of God, drop the Raider fan allegations. We don't want Kevin to walk out of the pod. All right. So here's my questions. Kyle, is your brother okay? Wolldog, is your friend okay? Kevin, are you okay? Bolt up and K, love you, bye.
Well, I'm a hell of a lot better now, Jacobro. It's nice to have somebody that comes to your aid, comes to your back, and just has your back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you wouldn't mind, Adam, please share what Papa Wolldog texted you regarding the current bullshit of a situation that I'm in.
Let me just pull that up here. Let me see.
Yeah, go ahead and read it verbatim.
Where's that? Where's Papa Wolldog?
Because I also love your father. Consider him my part-time dad.
Here's Papa Wolldog had this to say. He texted me. He said, we watched the newest Charger chat. Very excited to see the Chargers play next Thursday. We all are.
Same, Dad, same.
Also, I agree with Kevin on the jerseys. The yellow one is terrible. I think the black would look good if it had gold numbers, not the silver look. Hang in there, Kevin. I'm with you. Okay, love you. Bye.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Because I saw a Chargers jersey where it was like black with yellow. Somebody had it on, and I was like, that was what I was aiming at. But I'm not going to defend myself anymore, because I will never ever. Let's just get it clear. Let's get it out here now. And if you bring up the question, I'm going to keep answering it the same way. I'm not interested in talking about it because it's bullshit. I've hated the Raiders my entire life, and I know you're doing it to get under my skin. But I'm not going to let you. I'm not going to let you. Sometimes you just got to put your foot down, put your hand down on the table, slam your fist on the table, punch somebody in the face, whatever it takes. I'm not there yet. I'm not to level 3. I'm level 1 where I put my foot down. Stop it.
Stop it. What's also interesting, there was a video that was on Instagram. and I believe the person's name, I apologize if I don't pronounce this correctly, but it was like May Fine Arts. And they had done a drawing of Justin Herbert, similar to what the Broads did. You know, the Broads have their book of like players and coaches and staff that they've drawn, and then they get them to sign it.
Yeah.
They did one of Justin Herbert, and they gave it to Deion Henley. Deion Henley runs it up to Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert sees it, signs it.
Deion Henley's an amazing guy for that, by the way.
Awesome dude. But what was interesting, what caught my eye, was that Herbert is talking to a guy who's wearing a Justin Herbert jersey, but it's black. It's a black jersey with, I believe, it might be black letters, actually, with a white outline. So if Justin Herbert can find it in his heart to talk to somebody wearing a black Charger jersey,
the Raiders don't have a trademark on
slack.
The Raiders don't have a trademark on the color black. Dude, that's literally all the colors.
Yes.
They're not that good.
Yes. I'm trying to come to your defense, buddy.
Thank you. I love you.
I love you. Papa Wolldog loves you. And I'm sure Tony and everybody else loves you too. They just
a weird way of showing
want to keep poking and poking. So, all right. Well, Jacobro, I think he's doing okay. Thank you.
Yeah, love you, dude.
For asking the question. And thank you, everybody, for asking questions here on Ask Boltfam. We greatly appreciate it. You guys make the show what it is. And I think that's going to do it for this episode. Any final thoughts there, Kevin?
Well, this is going to be our first opportunity to watch a Charger game, and we're watching it, Adam and I, in a new venue. We're watching it in my office. I got a projector set up. It's gonna be nice.
It's got theater seats. I'm surrounded by Chargers and movie
surround
memorabilia.
It's on, dude. It's just a warm, happy place, and we're gonna do some Charger football on Thursday.
It's gonna be fun. So stick around, folks. That's gonna do it for us here at Charger Chat. Don't forget to bolt up, because we're ready for any squad, any place.
Can't love you, bye.
Can't leave me mine.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Ever feel like the world is trying to box you in? Like you can't just live your life your way? At the Grown Ass Man Club, we teach you to embrace who you are. And if that means ordering ice cream soup with your grilled cheese, then so be it. Who's gonna stop you? You're a grown-ass man. At the Grown Ass Man Club, we teach you that you don't need anyone's permission. Because you're a grown-ass man. You don't need permission. You don't need validation. You just need to be your true grown-ass self. The Grown Ass Man Club, where grown-ass men make grown-ass decisions.